Hi, how are you liking college so far?
I like Christian college. Being a freshman is great.
What's your major? Business? Nursing? Education?
I'm an education major, but I really just hope to be a pastor's wife someday.
Really? Why are you spending all this money on college then?
Because I believe God has sent me here to find my husband and partner in ministry.
Do you realize how much tuition costs here? It is $35,000 a year.
I know, but my parents are paying for most of that and I'm taking out loans.
So you're paying all that money and majoring in something you don't care about just so you can meet a guy.
I believe the Holy Spirit guided me here.
Is the Holy Spirit also telling you to spend all your parents' money on an education you don't intend to use?
I want to be someone's partner in ministry.
Do you realize that most pastors don't make very good money, and that their congregations think they should work 70 hours a week and be poor?
I think that God has put a calling on my life to help my husband in full-time ministry.
If you marry a pastor, you will likely have to move all the time and will never have any stability in your life. Does that sound good to you?
Being a pastor's wife has always been my dream.
Your kids will be changing schools every few years and your husband's job depends entirely upon how popular he is and how much people like him.
I like the idea of adventure.
Do you like the idea of never owning your own home, or owning one and having to sell it in a few years?
I would like to be a missionary to India.
Have you ever heard of being a youth volunteer? You can help out at your church for free, and still have another job that makes money.
Money is not important to me. You just need to have faith.
Do you really want to go into $70,000 debt for a job that doesn't pay that well, and barely offers you real health care?
I want to serve in full-time ministry. It would be rewarding.
Do you plan to work yourself while your husband is in ministry paying both of your debts? At least work before you have kids.
I want to serve in full-time ministry.
Well, major in ministry.
I'm an education major. But I want to support my husband.
Support him how? You haven't even met your husband. You confident you will meet him here?
This is a Christian college, with far more men than women. I will meet my husband here. The Holy Spirit said so.
And what if you don't? What if you spend all of your college time being picky and then you graduate with nothing to show for it? Before you know it, you're living in an apartment alone with 5 cats and a job you don't really like.
I'm going to meet my husband here.
Have you ever heard of eHarmony? eHarmony costs $100 to join and meet somebody. This costs $35,000 a year.
Be it I like college.
You could meet somebody on eHarmony for $100. The old guy on TV guarantees you will meet your match.
There are many guys here, but I want to wait for the perfect one who God has for me. There is only one possible person in the world I could marry. And he goes to school here. I hope.
Do you realize that most Christian girls who say that wind up marrying the wrong person, or wind up lonely and single?
I read Kiss Dating Goodbye and I know that the next person I meet is going to be my husband, and he will be perfect for me. And we will serve in full-time ministry together.
I hate that book. Do you realize how much trouble that book has caused for Christian guys in the last 10 years?
That book has really made me think about my priorities and God's will for my life.
Do you further realize that Joshua Harris wrote that book, then shortly after met some girl he dated for a few months and then married her?
I want to be a Proverbs 31 woman.
Would you like to go out for coffee sometime?
No, that would be a date, and I don't date. I don't believe that you are the man that God has picked for me.
How do you know that?
Because that's what I believe the Holy Spirit is telling me. And you are not attractive or interesting enough for me.
Okay, well, good luck. I hope you don't find yourself 30 years old, unhappy, in a job you don't like, with a mountain of debt, and 60 cats.
Thank you. I will see you in chapel. I'm not ready to date, but if you find someone attractive and interesting enough, please let me know. Then the Spirit might be telling me that I'm ready. Bye.